لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله.
So there's also a question here that I find it very easy to sin. So what do I do? One of the great early Muslims, Bilal ibn Sa'd al-Sukuni, said, لا تنظر إلى صغر الخطيئة. Do not look at how small your error is. ولكن انظر إلى من عصيت. But rather look at whom have you disobeyed. Don't look at how small the error is, but rather look at whom you have disobeyed. Right? Look at the greatness of the one who have disobeyed, which is why one of the great Imams of Islam, Ibn Ata'illah al-Sakandari, he says in two aphorisms, he said, لا صغيرة إن واجهك عدله. No sin is small if you are faced with Allah's justice. ولا كبيرة إن واجهك فضله. And no sin is great if you are faced by divine favor. Right? So the believer should be one who is always conscious both of the majesty of Allah, so they have khawf, so they're humbled in fear and awe. But the believer is one who also realizes the tremendousness of the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so they're always filled with absolute hope in Allah. But you cannot have one without the other. These are the two wings of the believer by which they fly to the stations of closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We need both hope in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and true awe of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if you find yourself committing sin, reflect on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Reflect on both sides. Reflect on the greatness of Allah and the majesty of Allah, and also reflect on the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Reflect on the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon you, and that is one of the ways to nurture gratitude. And gratitude drives good action. Because if you think about the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon you, and think about how can I be truly grateful? How are you grateful? You are grateful by obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is the beginning of gratitude. Imam Junaid al-Baghdadi was asked, what is gratitude? One of the definitions he gave, that الشكر ألا تعصي الله بما أنعم عليك. Gratitude is that you not disobey Allah with what He has blessed you with. So that is a key. This is nurtured through engaging in much remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's the prophetic advice. لا يزال لسانك رطبا من ذكر الله. Keep your tongue moist with the remembrance of Allah, mighty and majestic.